Joe Hopkins here, and you can read the title, Music Makes You Smarter, right? This is kind of a music channel here. I talk about music, talk about guitars a lot, but I talk about music. It's kind of been shown that learning new things helps to make you smarter. It creates new pathways in the brain. It can, anytime you learn something new. The wonderful thing about music is there's always something new. Even if you're a musician and you've been playing your whole life, you might have noticed there's no end to learning new things in music. If it starts to get boring, you can learn a new technique. You can learn a new style. You can learn something new. There's always something new. If you play guitar, you can learn the banjo or the mandolin. You can pick up a related but different instrument, or just try something totally different. Just so you guys know, once you get used to one instrument, it's not as hard to learn another instrument because all the concepts, the musical concepts you learned carry over. Just as an aside there, another thing it does is it's kind of shown, they've done studies on this. Those little, Sudoku puzzles and little, brain teaser puzzles and word puzzles and stuff help you retain your cognitive abilities as you get older. And music, man, music's a big old puzzle, isn't it? Especially, and this is what I'd recommend you all to do. It really changes the way you look at things. Record yourself. Start writing and recording your own songs. You don't have to be good at it, right? It's fun. If something's fun, a lot of people don't get into recording because they think they won't be good at it. But you don't have to be. It's a hobby, right? And it's an affordable one these days. On this channel, we talk about budget guitars and budget instruments and budget stuff. And you can get budget recording equipment, those little packages, right? The recording packages, look it up on Amazon or Musician's Friend or Sweetwater, anywhere. They all have them, right? They have ones under different brands. Mine is PreSonus, but they have them for, all different kinds and all different, arrangements. Some of them come with a keyboard or, different microphones or speakers or headphones or all kinds of different stuff. If you get into recording, the wonderful thing about recording music is it's a puzzle, and it's a puzzle that you create the pieces of, and it can be as complex or as simple as you want it to be. And the best thing about it is when you start to stretch your brain with recording, right? You really start to stretch your abilities. You start learning that you have to learn new things. And that is what makes those new pathways in the brain, right? It's what expands our horizons. It's what makes us smarter. Learning music can make you smarter. Learning anything really can make you smarter. But music is such an endless journey. It's such just a deep well of new things all the time. Like I said, especially if you get into recording. I'd recommend any of you guys get into recording and writing your own songs, even if they're terrible. Who cares? As long as you're having fun. Some of you might know I put my songs on this YouTube channel and they don't get a lot of views. They're not people's favorite things, but I like them and I have a lot of fun making them, and it makes me smarter. It'll make you smarter too. You get into recording your own stuff, arranging your own songs. There's no end to how much you can learn about music and how much you can learn about recording. And then when your track is recorded, mixing. And who knows, you might be good at it, right? Maybe you're not. Maybe you start doing it, you're not that good, and you're embarrassed to show it to anybody. But you never know, man. You show it to people, they might like it, right? Not all of the music that people like is arguably that good, but it doesn't have to be if people like it. And people might like what you make. You might put it out there. You might release it because you can do that nowadays. Put it out on streaming services. Put it out on YouTube. And the next thing you know, you might be able to generate an income from your hobby. And if that never happens, it's still a great hobby, and it does make you smarter, and it does change the way you look at the world. It certainly changes the way you listen to music. You start recording your own stuff, And you start noticing a lot of things in other music, and it gets you to thinking different about music and about a lot of other things. And that also creates new pathways in the brain, man. You start looking at things differently, thinking about it differently, seeing the world differently, and you start noticing more things and learning more new things. The other great thing about it is you start to find that if you can learn this, you can learn other things. It builds confidence, right? If you can learn to play an instrument, let's say you never thought you could, and you actually learn to do it, maybe you could learn to do other things. Who knows what artistic abilities are hiding within you? It also is very satisfying for a lot of people. It helps get out stress, and you know that can uncloud the mind. Stress really messes your head up. Playing music helps you really let a lot of that go, right? Listening to music is great, but playing it does something totally different, and it helps you just let go of all of that, and that also will make you smarter because your head isn't as jumbled up. It's not as clouded up with all that stressful nonsense. So music, learning music, recording music, writing your own songs, learning an instrument, whatever it is you do, it can make you smarter. It can make you a better person. And it's a really great hobby. And it's not terribly expensive if you don't want it to be. I mean, hey man, if you want music to be expensive, you can spend as much money as you can imagine on it. But if you want it to be cheap, you can keep it cheap. And it's fun, right? So anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's my thoughts on it. I hope you guys have some thoughts on it. If you do, tell me in the comments below what you think. And subscribe to my channel because you guys are getting smarter every minute here that you watch this channel. And I'm getting smarter, and we're going to be smarter together, and we're going to be better, and we're going to be awesome together. So subscribe. And here in a minute, some playlists are going to come up. You should check them out. If you want to get into music, there's a reviews playlist where I review a lot of budget instruments. Some of them might interest you, right? Some of them might not. But you could just take a look through. Bring up the playlist, look through them, see if there's something you find cool. I got a songs playlist. Like I said, I do songs. See if you like them. You know, check them out. Give me a chance. Give me a chance. If you don't like them, tell me I suck. If you do like them, tell me I'm great. If it's just meh, tell me that too. There's comments down there. And I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. All right? Peace out, baby. Bye-bye.